What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, back in the world of RuneScape, old school RuneScape to be specific, in Deadman mode, and we are here in Ardougne, or Ardougne, or Ardougne, or Ardougne. I don't know how to pronounce it. Specifically East Ardougne. I'm just gonna call it Ardougne because that's how I'm gonna pronounce it, right or wrong. That's what we're calling it. So, or that's what I'm calling it. You can call it whatever you like. But anyways, we're here. We were way over here last time we recorded, or was it up here? I forget which. Either way, this is Varrock. In Varrock, all you've got to do is simply come up here to Edgeville, which means you got to go all the way across the road and then up. And then right here in this little room is a switch. You flip the switch and that teleports you to some place off like, I think it's like up here somewhere. It's in like, it's in what they call the wildlands or something like that. Or wilderness, sorry, wilderness. And I've only been out there once. I don't know all the details, but I know it's a scary area. You're going to be careful, I would assume, because that area is going to be obviously PvP, and you're going to have people messing with you if you want to come here. But the nice thing about Ardougne is a bunch of different things. First off, the nice thing is you've got access to iron ore, which is right outside of town, specifically right here. There's 6 different iron ores. You can amass quite a bit of iron there, and you can just basically run over here, do it, come back to the bank, boom, rinse and repeat, and you can just bounce back and forth between there. And the nice thing about that is it's very quick, and you can acquire a rather large amount of iron ore quickly, which I'm going to use to make some weapons, iron daggers, which is what Poop's doing, and possibly a few other things. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes down. I don't know if that's going to be a good money-making method, but if nothing else, I want to be able to make my own weapons, et cetera, et cetera. So some of you guys may be wondering what the hell I'm doing here. Well, I'm at the East Market, basically just stealing from guards. We are up to 47 thieving. This place here, I believe, is good till about 65. The nice thing about it is you can make a decent amount of cash without having to really do anything. Good God. The clicking tonight is not being my friend. Anyways, as I was saying, you can basically make a shit ton of money here quickly. Well, I guess shit ton of money is completely arbitrary. You know, what I consider a lot of money, you may not consider a lot of money, but you can make, I don't know, 10,000 an hour or more, depending. It doesn't take too long. Obviously, when your pickpocketing gets higher, it gets easier. At the moment, it's kind of rough because my pickpocketing, I guess, is just on the edge. But you know, just making this video here, you guys can see how fast it's coming in. It's 30 gold a piece, which isn't bad. You know, you can do it about I'd say about 6 times a minute. That's about 200 gold a minute. Times 60, that's 2,000 times 6, about 12 grand. It's not a lot, but it adds up. It adds up. So, you know, the nice thing about thieving is, unlike most of the other money-making methods, you need absolutely fuck all to do it. You don't need any weapons. You don't need any tools. You don't need anything other than just showing up and left-clicking something. So that's the main reason I'm doing that, is kind of my primary money-making setup. I know there's a lot better ways to do it, but it just seems to be one of the easier methods. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is hanging out here for a while, at least until I get my smithing up a little higher. Or not my smithing, my thieving up a little higher. There's a quest in the general area that I believe I can do. I don't know if it's in this area or nearby, but basically it grants 15,000 thieving EXP, and I guess gives you a blackjack, which I don't know what does or why I want one. But definitely sounds like something cool, especially if it allows you to, like, you know, bitch slap somebody and steal all their stuff. I like the sound of that. So we'll see. Probably mess with that in the future. Not yet, but probably in the next 24 to 48 hours, I'll give that a shot. One other thing I learned is the achievement diaries. Now, I've got Ardougne's done, but basically the way these achievement diaries work is you go and you talk to a specific person, and when you talk to them, They basically give you a list of tasks. So you can see there's easy, there's medium, there's hard, and then there's elite. And all of these basically, they're different like little tasks. So one of them is come over here and steal silk from one of the groups here. So you can just steal from right there. There's a silk trader in here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I can probably find a guide for it and it'll walk me through it. And I'll cover that in the future. But once you do those diaries, you gain access to different cloaks. And for instance, the Ardougne cloak, when you complete it, it actually lets you teleport back here, I guess for free, with just having the cloak. At least that's what the wiki says. I don't quite understand it. I understand how it works. I don't understand the voodoo, but it does sound, it sounds intriguing, at least. So the big issue that I'm running into now is I came out here before I got my smithing, or my smithing high enough to smelt iron. I didn't think about that. I honestly didn't check iron because I had mining, and for some reason I thought, I guess smelting was part of mining. So we did a shit ton of mining out here, but unfortunately I can't do anything with it. I have like 150 iron ore. So what I'm going to have to do now is basically go back to Lumbridge and find basically some bronze so that I can smelt. Now, I can also, if I wanted to, make some stuff with some of the bronze ore I've got, but I don't have much. And if I do that, I could technically raise my smithing as well, but I think I'm probably better off heading back just so that I can get the... So I can get like 100 some odd bronze and just pound through it in one sitting. It'll just be a little bit easier. I may look around here and see if I can find one, because if I can find some bronze around here, well, specifically I think it's copper and tin. If I can find some of that here, then I don't have to go all the way back. Not that getting here is hard, but until I complete that diary, I don't have a quick, easy way to go. So it's funny because RuneScape reminds me a hell of a lot like Minecraft in the aspect that you start doing something, it's like, well, this is cool, but if I had this, it would be awesomer, and if I had this, it'd be awesome, and if I had this, it'd be awesome, and then you end up with like 47 different tasks that would be cool to do, and you don't really know where to start, because, you know, I could go back to Lumbridge right now, I could get some tin and some bronze, and finish off my smelting, and then I could come back here and smelt to 150 frickin' iron, and then make a bunch of stuff with that. But if I do that, then I have to go all the way back here. And the problem, getting back here isn't really that hard. It's just, where is it? Barbarian Village. It's going through this little area here. Because basically what happens is you click this lever, and then that little lever right there then takes you to a place out in the middle of nowhere in like a really nasty area. And you can't do anything for, I think it's 8 seconds. Well, in that 8 seconds, you're completely open and able to get killed. So everybody knows, you know, people go through there. So if you want to be a dickbag, you could just basically sit there and cap people as they go through. And I kind of want to avoid that if I can, because I made it through last night. It wasn't a problem. I'm just a little worried that if I do it again, it may not end well. One other thing I do want to point out, you guys are going to see that I'm using a different client today. Let me know if this bugs you. Some of you it will, some of you it won't. But the nice thing is, you know, you can see, this is OS Buddy, specifically OS Buddy Pro. It lets me track a variety of things. One of the things is my skills. You can see right here how much EXP I'm making an hour, how many more actions left it's going to take me to level up. So like right now it's 14, 13, you know, and you can basically track how long it's going to take and how much EXP you're making an hour. So you know if you're doing good, if you're being slow, you know, et cetera, and it gives you that ability to kind of track your progress. So not only that, but it allows you to track your overall progress per play session. So for instance, you know, if I go and do some other things and then I come back, I can at least see, you know, what I was making and all that stuff, and it kind of allows me to keep track of it. So I don't know, I like it. It may not be for everybody. A lot of the utility is free, but I think it costs $3 a month for the pro version, which is what I've got. I don't know if that's something you're interested in. I will put a link in the video description down below so you guys can see it. It is apparently currently approved by Jagex, so you can have it. But if you guys don't like it, I can always get rid of the little bars, and I can go back to the normal client for recording purposes. It doesn't bug me either way. So I just want to make sure that it doesn't bug you guys, because you guys are the ones watching. You guys is the bosses, and I want to make y'all happy. So anyways, give me just a sec. I'm gonna take a look and see if we can find some more ore, so we don't have to go back to Lumbridge. If we can, we'll go take a look at that, and then we'll pick up there. All right, so we're going to try something, and this may be a little risky, but we're going to try it anyway. Haven't died in like a week, so this may be our first death. We're going to give it a shot anyway. All right, so apparently Port Khazard? I don't know, for some reason I want to call it Carzard, like Charizard. You know, Pokemon reference? No. Apparently it's got 2 mines. One's inside the town. Whoops. Go. One's inside the town and one's outside the town. Both of them are very close to a bank, and we'll look up here. So you got this one here and this one here. So the nice thing about this area is it's very close to a bank, which is good. But the other nice thing about it is it also has, what do you call it? Mining spots. So the problem that we're going to run into is that while it has mining spots, it's all in a PvP area, which means no love. Wow, what's that sound? Was that a jail over there? That looks sick. So anyways, while there is a bunch of nice mining spots, it is also fully in PvP. You'll notice the Deadman option here is completely open. Now right here, these are the nodes that we want to hit. Now the bank, as you can see, is where? Shit, where is the bank? Is this it? Oh wow. Oh wow, that is really close. That is really close. Okay, so let me look at this right here. Mine rocks. I don't know if I can even mine that. Because this is a different kind of, what is this, mithril? You need mining of level 55. Okay, so what does that sound? All right, what are we going to get here? 10, I believe is what that is, right? Yes. Okay, so this is what we need. We need lots of 10. I don't know if I can mix 10 by itself, because I think I need copper as well, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, the good news about this is I can mine this shit, and we're literally 3 feet from a bank. So we can basically just do this over and over and over and over and over again. Now, if we pull the stats up, you can see mining. I just have to do this 10 more times, and we will quote-unquote cap out. Well, not cap out. We'll get another level. So I have to hit 55 before I can mine these. I believe this is mithril. Now, the nice thing about mithril is, from what I understand, mithril, if I make a pick out of it, it'll drastically speed up my picks so that I can bounce back and forth between these a little bit quicker. Now, obviously, it's not going to do me much good here because these are all, what do you call it? There's only 2 here. So I'm just about moving as quickly as possible with this, except for, when I go through one of the long ones. I don't understand why sometimes I mine forever as opposed to quickly, but it is what it is. So anyways, I'm not going to force you guys to watch me do this for a bit. I'm going to mine here for a little while, see how things go, and then we'll move to a different spot. I need to make sure, though, that at least from here I can get... I don't know if I can smelt 10. I may need copper to smelt it, and if so, smelting all this 10 is not going to really do me any good because I don't have any copper. So anyways, guys, stick with me. We'll be right back. All right, so we've mined 2 complete stacks of, what do you call it, of freaking tin. Now we need copper. Now, copper is going to be located outside. Which is a little inconvenient, but, all things considered, it's... Actually, is that copper right there? Oh, is there any way to get to the... Oh my god, it's right here. Holy shit. All things considered, this is pretty close. Oh my god, is that copper? Wowzas. So yeah, this is literally one of the best damn places to get this shit. Now, I want to show you guys my secret. Now, this place may not be used much. I don't know. It may be popular, and I'm just lucky. But what I did is I pulled up the Deadman mode servers, which you can see right here, and I found the lowest population Deadman server. Just happens to be, I think that's Germany. Or maybe that's Dutch. I don't know. Either way, found the lowest population server I could find, and I went to that. So yeah, I'm out here. I'm technically at risk, but at least, you know, the number of people on the server is much smaller. Now, granted, it's also 8:45 p.m. my time, which is, we'll just round up to 9. That makes it a little bit easier. I'm GMT minus 5, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's 2 o'clock in the morning over in Europe, depending on what part. Well, it's GMT. So 2 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night. Obviously, there's still going to be a lot of people playing, but apparently they're going to be sticking on to the more populated servers. So I haven't seen a soul out here since I've been mining. It's working out pretty good for me so far. I am going to go ahead and mine as many of these as I can get. Now, the reason I'm mining so many of these is we need smelting EXP, which is right here. To get smelting enough to do mining, or to do iron, let's see, how much do I need to get that? Do smithing, I don't think it's much. Let's see, to do iron, I just need 15. So it really shouldn't take me that much, but I want to make sure, you know, and that's the real problem of it is I don't know how many I'm going to need to get to 15. You know, it might be 5, it might be 10, it might be 50. So I'm probably going to go ahead and mine enough to make 100 ingots. That sounds like a lot. But that should be enough. And then at that point, we'll just run back up north. Thankfully, there is a smithy in Ardougne, and we'll smith it up there, and that should get us up. Now, the nice thing about it is, oh, hello, sandwich. Sure. Have a chocolate bar for free. Okay. Hope that fills you up. So you can give me mining XP, or does it just give me a chocolate bar for no reason? I don't understand those things. I know sometimes they associate with the quest that you're doing. Or not the quest, but the skill that you're doing. So if you do the quest correctly, then usually it will give you some EXP in the item or the setup or whatever it is that you're working on. But sometimes they just give you food. And I don't understand... I don't understand the purpose. So that may just be one of those things that I'm just too new to the game yet to really understand. Who knows? Who knows? I'm also keeping some food on me. The reason I'm keeping some food on me is just in case the shit hits the fan, then at least I can heal a little bit. I know these only heal for 9 hit points. Granted, that's not a lot, and there's going to be some characters who can actually one-shot me. But I figure it's better than nothing. You know, it might give me enough time to run. I've only got to make it up north a little bit, and then once I do, I can GTFO. The problem with this setup, though, is to get to Mithril, I need 55 mining, which isn't going to happen here. I could technically go across the street because there's iron over here. So I could mine the iron. Now, if I do the iron over there, that's actually technically better than the place I was mining before. I was mining up here at the monastery. And to go from here to here is obviously further than to go from here to here. So we may just stay down here and just mine pretty much all night until I get enough that I feel comfortable with. Because as soon as we can get, as soon as I can hit 55, I can get mithril. And then once I get mithril, I can make myself a pick. And that's basically what I want to do is get myself a mithril pick. Because mithril picks... Let me pull it up real quick. Pickaxes. To use a mithril pick, I only need 21. So the only thing better than that is adamant, really. I mean, rune obviously is going to be even better, but to get rune, that's obviously a little down the road from where we're at now. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and skip ahead. I'm going to do a little bit more mining. Probably just going to pull one more inventory of this out and then move on from here. I did want to cover one other thing, though, before I bounce out. Right here, I think it's superheat, smelt without a furnace. This spot, if you have superheat, which just requires 43 magery and, obviously the appropriate runes, that will let you smelt here. You won't have to go back to town. So that would make this place the single best place to raise smithing and mining. And the reason I say that is there is an anvil right over there. So Deadman mode, if you can get out here at off-peak hours, like I am right now, you can max out smithing, you can max out mining in relative safety. I use that term very loosely, and it ought to work out for you. It ought to work out for you. So anyways, guys, stick with me. We're going to skip ahead till we get some more, and then we'll show the smelting. All right, so we've moved slightly. That over there is the town. Those are the nodes we were using previously. We've moved across the river. You can see over here there's quite a few nodes. And I've also upgraded my pick. I'm using a mithril pick. Definitely faster. Unfortunately, I can't do mithril quite yet because we're not at 55 skill, still at 43 skill. But our EXP rate is skyrocketing compared to what it was previously. So right over here, I mean, this is about as close to a bank iron mine wise that I'm aware of that you can get. I mean, literally it's like 20 squares. So I've already mined, what is it, 20. This is my second run in about 10 minutes. It's not too bad. Only problem is now I'm actually mining the stuff a little faster than I can get through the drops. Now, standing right here would probably be a better option because I could bounce back between all three of these. But honestly, I mean, we're talking about like what, an extra second or so. I could stand over here, but then I'm still only doing 2. Unfortunately, I can't mine this one from here. Really wish you could do diagonals in RuneScape, but that would kill all the charm, wouldn't it? That being said, you know, as you can see, we're making upwards of 20,000 EXP per hour. Granted, that's not anything to write home to mom about, all things considered, but it's still pretty damn quick. Shouldn't take me too long to hit 45, 46. Now, one thing to keep in mind about iron is unless you have a ring of forging or you use the spell, you're going to only have a 50% chance to, to smelt. So you're definitely going to want to get the ring of forging, or you're going to want to do, like I said, the spell. Now, keep in mind, the spell is the way I had intended to do it, but it looks like the spell is going to cost somewhere around $300 per cast. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. So at that point in time, you know, I'm not sure if it's really worth it to go that route. So what I'll probably end up doing is get the Ring of Forging. I'm not sure what all is involved in the Ring of Forging. Once I go about getting it, I'll definitely let you guys know, and we can kind of make do from there. Hopefully it's not too hard. It can't be too bad. I know Poop's got one, I believe. He's the one who hooked me up with the pickaxe. So pretty thankful for that. But as you can see, you know, this is pretty damn quick, all things considered. And like I said, to smelt it, you just come up here. You've got the bank here. You've got the smelter here, and you can just smelt all of your bulk stuff up there. You've got plenty of anvils here, and I believe I'm pretty sure there's an anvil up in there too. I may be wrong about that though. There may not be an anvil in Ardougne. Honestly, don't know. If not, there's like 5 of them right here in this little house. So either way, not an issue. I'm pretty sure there's one in here. I seem to recall there's one around. Yeah, there's one right over there in West Ardougne. So there's probably one in East Ardougne too. I'm probably just missing it. So anyways, guys, I did want to give you guys kind of the update on where we were, what some of the stuff I've been doing. You know, you guys now see kind of how I'm making my cash. You guys see my little secret mining spot here. I definitely recommend it. You know, feel free to stop by. I may be here for another day or two, and I'll definitely friendly throw you a wave or whatnot. Just don't try to hug me with your axe or your bows or anything along those lines. I know at least one of you dickbags is going to show up and try and kill my ass. So I may delay the release of this video until I'm done with the spot before I do that. One other thing I wanted to point out, supposedly the Miners Guild is another good place to go. But again, it's also in the wilderness, and I don't think it's nearly as close to the bank. With the limited inventory shortage, like inventory space that you've got here, you can't carry a ton of stuff, you know. So I honestly think this is one of the best damn spots in the game. If you've got the spell and you don't mind burning the money, you could definitely level everything here all the way through. I mean, definitely. Now, worst case scenario, like I said, you can always mine it here and then run back and then rinse and repeat. You know, it's not a bad setup. But for 22k mining EXP an hour in relative safety, not too far from a bank, I don't think you can beat this. I don't think you can beat this. If you guys got a better spot, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys are doing. As always, if you like this video, slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.